ISO. International Secret Operative? Irretrievable Stolen Object? Well, it stands for the International Organization for Standardization, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, so let's move on. ISO is the light sensitivity rating of the digital image sensor in your camera. It is one of 3 pillars of photography and has a major effect on your images and video. In the most basic of terms, ISO is simply one of the camera settings that will brighten or darken your photo. The higher the ISO number, the brighter the photo. A high ISO can help you capture images and video in a dark environment while being flexible with shutter speed and aperture. When you double the ISO number, you double the brightness of the image. On a Canon 80D, ISO can be changed by using the touchscreen on the display or using the physical wheel on the camera body. However, ISO has consequences. A high ISO usually shows a lot of grain in the images. This is also known as noise. This is hard to see on a camera display screen, so be careful. Base ISO is the lowest native ISO number on your camera. This minimizes the noise as much as possible, which also in turn produces the highest image quality. ISO works with aperture, so it can determine the depth of field. A low ISO and an open aperture is best for portraits. That's why portrait photos are best with a lot of light, whether that be outdoors or in a well-lit studio. ISO works with shutter speed, so it can determine the amount of motion blur you have. Having a high ISO when capturing sports is important because it allows you to have a high shutter speed. This reduces the blur in the images.